Hi kids, how are you? It's my hope that you're fine. Okay, today we are proceeding with mathematics in another new lesson known as equivalence fraction. Just read this word, equivalence, equivalence fraction. This word equivalence comes from the word equal. Equal means the same. So, equivalence fraction is the kind of fraction concerning with comparing two or more things. It may be object, numbers, or shapes. Any shape you know. Now, today we are going to see the simple way of finding this equivalence fraction. We are going to look only two ways, by using shapes and by using numbering. By using shapes and by using numbering. Let us look on the first example. We have these two circles. Now we are going to look the equivalent fraction of these two circles. For example, here they have been divided into a half of them. That means a half of this one equal to a half of this one. Now we need to shade them. For example, when I divide this one into quarter, in this way, quarter, and I divide this one into 1/8, quarter, then another one here, and the last one here. And then I shade this part. I shade this part here. I shade this part here. But at the same time, I shade this part here. But remember, this one was 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4, out of 4, 1 out of 4. The same to this one. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was 1 out of 8, 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 1 out of 8. Now we are looking for equivalence fraction. That means 1 out of 4 or 1 over 4 or quarter is equal to 1 out of 8 plus 1 out of 8. So when I remove this part here in this way, and I will remain with only this part. So this part is the same as only one part, a half of this shaded part there. So this is equivalence to this one. So 1 out of 4 is the same as 1 out of 8 plus 1 out of 8. Also, if it is a half, for example, if it is a half, Maybe I shade here a half of this one, a half. I have shaded a half of this one. And then here, let me shade 1 out of 8, 1 out of 8 in this, the upper part. The upper part. This one is equal to quarter. This one is equal to quarter, which is equal to a half of this one. That means quarter plus quarter. Quarter plus quarter is equal to a half of this part. So, quarter of the shaded, if you add it 2 times, you will get a half of it. That is equivalence fraction. That's how to find equivalence on shapes. It can be circle, it can be rectangle, or any shapes you know. You can find the equivalence fraction. Now let us shift on a number, the same, on a number. We have 0 up to 4. Now we have divided them into some parts. That means here is equal to 1 over, let us start here, 1 over 2. This is a half of this one, of this 1. Before reaching to 1, we have to reach to a half. And then, before reaching to a half, we have to reach to quarter. Have to meet a quarter here. That means a half of a half. A half of a half. That means it will be quarter. Quarter. This one will be 3 out of 4. Now, in simple way, this one equal to 1 out of 4. This a half. The same as 2 out of 4, 1 out of 4, 3 out of 4, and 4 out of 4, which is equal to 1, as you can see there. So, we have divided this 1 into 4 parts. We have divided this 1 into 4 parts. That we have a half, quarter, and 3/4. A half at the middle of this one, and quarter and 3/4. Now, if we are going to count them from this point 0, it will be 0, 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, 4 out of 4. Now, as you can see here, 4 out of 4 is equal to 1. 3 out of 4 is equal to 3/4. 2 out of 4 is equal to a half. And quarter is equal to quarter. So it's very simple to get the fraction from this number. When we proceed, here now we have 1. Then we proceed at this. This is a half of them, so it will be 1 out of 2. This is a half of a half, so it will be 1 out of 4. Quarter of this one. This one will be 3/4. The same. This one will be 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, and 4 out of 4, which is equal to 1. Now, in the whole number we have 0, 1, and 2. But within 1, there is some fractions here. So we will have 1 and quarter until here. 1 and a half until this point here. This point here. and 3/4 until this point here. And 1 plus this 1 is equal to 2. That's why here we have 2. The same as you proceed in this way. So this is the simplest way on how to find the equivalence. As you can see that 1/4 is equal to 1 and 1/4. The same as here. 2/4 is the same as 1/2. Even if you simplify this one, you will get 1/2. So this 2/4 is equivalent to 1/2. The same to this one. 4/4 is equivalent to 1. Can you see on how to find the equivalence fraction by using a number line? So it's very simple to find the equivalence by using a number line. So this is the way on how to find the equivalence, even if it is 1. For example here, when I shade the whole circle, that means it will be, well, let us shade the whole circle.